So you got your period on the expected day, but it's been really light and more like a kind of pink spotting. So you're wondering if this could actually be implantation bleeding and that you could be pregnant, but you've tested and it's still negative. Let me explain a bit more about how the timings work for getting a positive pregnancy test. Hi, I'm Vicky from Oh My Mama Body. I really love helping you to understand what's going on with your body so that you feel confident about yourself and just really understand where you are at on your pregnancy journey. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching my video today. I really appreciate you and thank you for being here. Please do subscribe to my channel because I've got loads more really helpful videos for you. Okay. So your period came at the expected time, just about, but it's been really light, like really different to usual because normally it would be heavy by now, and it's light and you're wondering if it could be a sign of implantation bleeding or implantation spotting. Okay, so let's go all the way back to when you ovulated. Do you know the dates when you ovulated and how many days past ovulation you could be now? If you know that, that's a really great starting point. So you can count the number of days from when you ovulated until now. And just think about, okay, if I've ovulated and I had the egg white cervical mucus, then probably around then my egg was released, then add on 24 hours to that for possible fertilization, and then add on another 1 or 2 days, however long it takes for your egg then to travel down and implant into your womb lining. Now, from the moment of implantation into your womb lining, that's when all the cells in your egg start doubling, tripling, quadrupling, and crazily growing and growing really fast to create your baby. And that's when your HCG levels, your pregnancy hormones, start to rise rapidly. Okay, one good thing to know is that the HCG levels rise at really different rates depending on how it's happening in your body. If you look at HCG charts for the week of pregnancy you're in, the range can be like from 100 to 2000. Okay, so that's one reason why it's different for every woman for a pregnancy test to show positive. And going back to the point of implantation, when implantation could have possibly been, so if you've added on about 4 days from after you think you've ovulated and then counted the days till now, then you might be 5 days, you might be 1 week, you might be even longer. Now, normally you would expect a pregnancy test to show positive a few days after a missed period, but it also really depends on when that implantation happened and how fast your cells are then replicating to create your baby. So do hang on in there. Now, what you can check for is for the position of your cervix and the feeling of your cervix, because your cervix gets very soft and it will travel up higher inside your vagina if you have conceived. This happens because our bodies want to prepare themselves for pregnancy, so the cervix gets soft simply because your blood volume has increased when you've got pregnant, and also it travels high up inside your vagina and closes right tight because it wants to protect that baby from any kind of infection coming in. So do go and try that out. I have got a video about finding the position of your cervix and noticing how the texture feels. Okay, so that's going to help you out a lot. Also have a think about what other kind of pregnancy symptoms you have experienced. Have you even noticed perhaps that you've had implantation? Does it feel like a one-sided, like cramping feeling? I've got another video about implantation, what it feels like, so go and watch that afterwards and see if it sounds familiar to you. And also after that, I've got 12 early signs of pregnancy that I went through that I found were quite different to what other women were experiencing. So go and have a look at that one as well. And do let me know if you have had those kind of experiences and feelings in your body. Like, send me comments below. I love to hear from you and how you're feeling. Another thing is really important. It depends on the type of pregnancy test you're using. Some are really accurate and they take a really low reading of HCG, which is fantastic. Now, the ones that I recommend are First Response and Clear Blue. Now, you can go down in the video description below, just click on an arrow here or here somewhere. There's an arrow and you can drop down, and then you've got links to my social media handles and also recommended products that I recommend that you use during pregnancy or during trying to conceive, because they're the best ones that I found along my journey, and I really know that they can help you too. So do go along and have a look below and check out the links I've put in there to help you as well. Okay, so do know that some pregnancy tests can show pregnancy a lot earlier than other ones because they are much more accurate. And finally, so this implantation spotting, it may not be the actual implantation. You could have already had implantation, and it's simply because that egg is nestling inside even more that it's triggered a bit of blood to be released. That can happen in really early pregnancy, that a bit of the womb lining does get released. So that's maybe what it is, and you've already implanted a bit earlier. So it's kind of hard to know exactly where you are at until you get one of your first scans and the doctor can properly measure the size of the baby growing inside of you. So I really hope that helps you today, and I really hope that you are pregnant. Do let me know how you get on. I look forward to hearing from you.